instruments I've ever heard in my life. Hey everybody, it's your Old Pal Aen. Today I'm showing this Fender BassBreaker amplifier. It's unlike any amp I've ever used before. I've always been a clean amp, dirty pedals kind of guy. I have plugged into the normal and both channels, and that goes down to an A/B switch on the floor that I made myself with my skills. So normal volume is about 9 o'clock. Bright volume is at about, what did he say, 10 and a half? The output here, I'm not sure how that works, but in this case I'm kind of using it as a master volume. Treble, not a lot. Bass, most of it. Mids, all of them. No presence, because it's plenty bright, and we'll get to that. Okay, so that's setting one, we'll say. I set it up to show a range of overdrive tones, and then I'm going to also combine it with the Dwarfcraft Baby Thunder, Dr. Scientist BitQuest. I'm using their lovely reverb program in there, and then the A/B switch, which allows me to go from the normal channel to both channels. Starting with the bridge pickup on the Starcaster on the normal channel of the BassBreaker. So there's a little bit of breakup going on there. It's going to be significantly more
when I switch on the foot switch for both channels.
You may notice there are two mics on the cab here. I put this big old bass type mic on one speaker and the traditional Shure 57 with the ball removed, or no, 58 with the ball removed on the other speaker, because I want to show how much low end this amp is pushing. Fender amps tend to have a reputation for being very bright. But actually what drew me to them was the bass presence, particularly in the twin reverb. If you don't crank the treble all the way up, there's a lot of beef in there. And the same goes with the BassBreaker. Alright, let's hear that with some pedal reverb. Into the normal channel. little bonkers. Put some fuzz on this. Here we go again. Normal channel with the Baby Thunder. You will definitely notice when I turn it on. Enjoyable. I like that you can get this to a little bit of drive on the normal channel and it doesn't fall apart when you throw fuzz at it. I'm not sure what the technical terms are for that type of thing, but you know what I'm talking about when your amp is a little dirty and you throw a fuzz on it and it just sounds like somebody threw a blanket over the amp and turned it way up. Just that's not usually what I'm going for. The fuzz is going to make the both channel input, the heavier drive, go completely evil. So get ready for that. Here is both channel, just guitar. And of course, for maximum party time fun, we can do fuzz into reverb into the amp. So that's kind of me and that amp in the middle ground. Now, I would like to try to get it super clean. Okay, so as I mentioned, this wattage thing here kind of works as a master volume. So to try and get this as clean as possible, I'm going to turn the wattage way up and then inch up the normal volume. Let's try that clean setting with some fuzz. So, in my opinion, that really nicely showcases the voice of the pedal, the guitar, and the amplifier. Next, let's try to get this amp real dirty on its own. Again, we're gonna turn this wattage all the way down while we adjust volume. Let's turn normal all the way up. So that was just normal channel. And the wattage knob is at like, I don't know. That's a scale of 1 to 45. Let's just call it 3 3/4 watts. Should we turn up the other channel and see what happens? Yeah. I'm going to throw a fuzz at that just to see what happens. The other guitar player in the Ronald Reagan by the name of Jamie just adopted this amp as of last practice, and it's been going really well. It's just a crazy versatile machine. Again, it's very important for me to push a lot of low end. Seems to be very full frequency. Works well with pedals. I don't know what else you could ask for. This is the loudest 45 watts I've ever heard in my life. Let's swing around back and show some additional features. Transport microphone. Parallel speaker outputs. 45 watts, 4 ohm minimum total. It's got the jack here for main speaker and extension speaker, impedance selection, and on top of all that, there's a little graph or table in the manual that tells you like all your possible combinations of these two jacks. So when you want to hook it up to another cab, oh, look at that cab down there. Let's try that. It tells you where to plug what and what impedance to select. So you don't have to do any math.